What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Well, I've discussed before how life moves in cycles. It has ups and downs, and you have to enjoy the good times while they happen, because inevitably a bad time is going to be coming. And 2016 has been an amazing year so far. Started off on a great note. We're actually 3 months into, sort of like, basically a quarter of the way into the year already. And everything has been going great. One thing after another, just amazing things happening, having a great time. So it was inevitable that something bad was going to happen, or something negative, the opposite of everything that's going. Now, in hindsight so far, 3 months worth of amazing, great things compared to one bad thing that's happening, it may not seem like, a lot. So I was at the Arnold last weekend, and when I got home, which was, I got home Tuesday or Monday night, Tuesday, I think, so Wednesday maybe? Tuesday, I got the call from my mom, and she has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So now, my father had 2 bouts of lung cancer. My grandfather had bladder cancer, and then cancer of his lip, which inevitably I'm using that inevitably a lot, which ultimately he passed away from complications due to the lip cancer. And about 19 years ago, my grandmother passed away from ovarian cancer that had spread all over her body. So basically, the 4 people genetically closest to me have cancer. 2 of them are dead from it, and one of them had beat it, my dad, and my mom is about to go and start fighting now. So at the end of the month, she will have a mastectomy to remove the cancer. They think they caught it early. They're not sure what type it is. Apparently there's 3 different types of cancer, and they biopsy it is cancer. They're trying to figure out which one it is, so that they'll find out after the surgery what the follow-up is going to be, whether it's medication, chemotherapy, radiation. Now, my mom, not the healthiest person in the world. She's had 2 heart attacks. She has cholesterol problems. She has blood pressure problems. She has blood sugar problems. She's type 2 diabetic. She really hasn't taken care of herself the best over the last, she's in her 70s now. So she hasn't taken care of herself. She's a heavy smoker, has been a heavy smoker for probably 55 years now or something like that. And, now she's going to head into that, the breast cancer thing with, of course, my dad, who understands because he's gone through cancer. My aunt, who's my godmother, or my Auntie Belle, who's a breast cancer survivor. Apparently she's had it twice, and she's still cancer-free now. So she's going to go through it with her. And I got told that my cousin Beth, it's possible that her breast cancer is back now. So I kind of sat back and I was like, I expect that the highs and lows. I expect the lows to come with the highs. And I've really been enjoying the highs and saying, I know something is coming. And this is it. This is the first of, bad things that are going to happen in 2016. And I kind of break it down by the year, because when you think about it in a course of a lifetime, it can be kind of overwhelming as to, what's going to happen in a lifetime. So per year. Last year was a pretty 50-50 year as far as good things, bad things. And I remember when I was younger, I had to write a paper. And I was really young. I don't remember how old I was. But I remember very clearly what it was about. And I had to write on a family member. I don't remember what the fuck that was. But I remember the paper I wrote, I titled it, "My Mom is the Strongest Person I Know." That's what I called it. And I don't even know, because I fucking failed school. I was so awful in school. I don't know why I brought this paper home, or the teacher gave it to my mom or whatever. And she was super proud to be, the topic of this paper. And it looks like, throughout the years, my mom's tough. My grandmother was tough. My grandfather's tough. My dad's tough. Actually, I come from a pretty fucking tough family. I never really thought much about it, but some tough motherfuckers in my family. And, I don't hear fear in my mom's voice. I don't hear that whatsoever. I hear, well, we're going to go do this. Well, we're going to do that. Well, we're going to do this. And I'm sitting there going, it was the same way with my dad. Same way with my grandfather. Same way with my grandmother. My grandmother was super religious. And she was diagnosed very soon after Christmas one year. And they told us she had about 6 months to live. And it was terminal. So they could try to prolong it with chemotherapy, they could try to prolong it with radiation, but she inevitably was going to die. It was 100% fatal. And she refused all the treatments. Within 30 days, she was dead. That's how fast the cancer had spread, or how far it had spread and how fast it killed her. You know, my grandfather fought till the very end, until his immune system was just so compromised, he died of basically like a flu. That's how he died. You know, and here's my dad, just got done with his bout of lung cancer this past year, and is cancer free, and they're going through this again with my mom. And I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, I'll be 100% honest with you. I thought, if anything, my mom would be diagnosed with lung cancer because of the smoking and the constant cough that she has. She gets bronchitis very easily, gets pneumonia very easily. I thought if there was a lung cancer possibility in anybody in the world, it would be her. As it turns out, that's not true. So, I mean, that's why I think a lot of cancer stuff does have to do with genetics, other factors. Otherwise, she would definitely have. I mean, she's a heavy, heavy smoker, fucking pretty much her, at least my entire life. That's 40 years. So at this point, we wait. You know, we see what happens. We wait. Her and my dad were actually supposed to come down here in April on like a trip to meet my aunt and uncle who live in Tennessee, Hendersonville, Tennessee. They were going to come halfway. My parents were going to come down here. They were going to meet in like Roanoke, and her and my dad were going to come down here. They haven't seen Brady yet. They haven't seen Where I Live with Aaron yet. And, you know, obviously that trip's going to not take place now because my mom's going to have the surgery. And I guess now we just wait and see. We wait and see. She fights until she decides not to fight. And it is what it is. You know, the calmness in her voice kind of freaks me out. And she always does shit like this. Like, she said that she got word before the Arnold, but she waited to tell me because she knows that I fucking freak out and I stress out, which I do. You know, that's my thing. I have anxiety naturally, and I stress out about a lot of shit that I shouldn't stress out about, but then there's things like this that you should stress out about that I do. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where it's going. I don't know. It's just, as you get older, you know that things like this are going to happen. And, you know, Aaron and I were talking, and we said, you know, we're both 40 years old. Our parents are not going to be here forever. You know, pretty soon one of them is not going to be here. And it's kind of a harsh thing to think about because they've always been there your whole life. For 40 years they've been there. You know, they've been there whether it's something bad, something good. I mean, fucking whether you wanted them there, whether you didn't want them there, you know, whether they're annoying you or they're making you, comforting you for some bullshit that went on in your life. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So that's what's going on right now. That's what's happened since I got back from the Arnold. And that's how life can just kind of give you a fucking shot to the chin. And by no means am I specific or special or anything like that. This happens to people every fucking day. All the fucking time. Actually, worse happens. People get the diagnosis where they didn't catch it early. And there's nothing they can do. You know, at least mom has a fighting chance now. And we'll see what happens. So, I'm Bios3 and I approve this message. And we're out.